Once again, I'm back with some absolutely epic Pokemon designs with some fucked up stats. Now this time, these Pokemon aren't exactly bad, and some of them even have Megas to help them, but their base stats are so abysmal that even with the Megas, I feel like...
Well, fuck you too then.
Dracovich's design goes against the old fossil designs where they have to have some sort of rocky element to them, and that's mainly what I like most about the Gen 8 fossils. Dracovish being probably the coolest and most viable out of them. We're starting off on mediocre stats. 100 defense is good, but 100's its highest stat in total. 90 attack, 75 speed, and middling bulk, I want to say. These stats don't really fit Dracovish design-wise, I don't think. At all, really. However, I'm not going to be too drastic with these changes. Just buff its attack and defense, keep its HP the same, maybe make it weaker in the special side and make it quite a bit faster. Dracovish's signature move, Vicious Rend, states that it deals damage, and if the user moves before the target, or if the target switches out during the turn, Vicious Rend's base power is doubled. This makes Vicious Rend quite deadly with a faster speed stat, because you're guaranteeing that you're going to go first more often. And by guaranteeing you're going to go first more often, you're going to be doing more damage more consistently. So we're essentially just making Dracovish a more consistent threat. Dear God, is Falinks kind of a disappointment. It's quite an adorable Falinks, as the name implies. It's such a simple yet cool design that I just fell in love with during my Gen 8 playthrough, that it sucks that how mediocre it is. And yeah, sure, it's got a Mega, but we're not working off the best stats for this Mega. I feel like we can do a lot better in how we're going to use this thing.
Like, these stats aren't perfect for a Mega, I guess. We're working off double 100 in attack and defense, and then just everything else is absolutely abysmal. I think we need to boost this thing up a little bit. Honestly, let's boost attack, defense, HP, and speed by a bit, and we're done here, more or less. It doesn't even have to be 120 in attack and defense, 115 works pretty well too.
Also, I think Inner Focus is a very good ability for base Falinks, not Mega Falinks. Simply because you can just block Intimidate, and you can therefore still Omni Boost yourself, get that attack boost without any fear of losing that attack boost through Intimidate. And you're essentially just better off against an Incineroar. Barbaracle's another really cool Pokemon with a really cool concept that doesn't get its own niche. This thing is just another Shell Smasher, essentially.
And Arceus knows we don't need any more Shell Smashers.
And with 68 speed, you're not fast enough to really justify that Shell Smash. You'd rather just have another Pokemon that does what Barbaracle does, but better. I also think 72 HP is really low for only 115 defense and 86 special defense. Sure, there are Pokemon with lower HP stats that do really well, but that's because those Pokemon have really, really high defense. Like Aggron with 180 defense but only 70 HP. It works because you have so much defense that your low HP isn't really a problem anymore. I think let's just double down on what Barbaracle wants to be. More HP, more special defense, more attack, and then just make it a teeny bit slower and less special attack. Just buff it in every regard and hope it does something, I guess. And for the Mega, give it more speed, quite a bit more speed actually, maybe 40 more points added on when it Mega Evolves, and then you can Shell Smash then. You'll do a lot more than you will in base form with Shell Smash.
Hell, give it Scrappy, like Mega Lopunny, so you can hit Mega Gengar with your stab fighting type moves.
Another ability you could give to Mega Barbaracle is Stone Claws. It's essentially just Tough Claws but boosted damage, just doubled damage instead of by 30%. I think that's also a very good ability to give to Mega Barbaracle. I feel like that could be broken, but I don't think it'd be too bad, per se. Never trust someone who doesn't like Beheeyem. Beheeyem's design is really interesting. It's sort of just a small man alien in a trench coat, but I've always kind of liked Beheeyem. Physically, Beheeyem's very bad. Not good enough defense, HP, and pretty bad attack, but it makes up for it by its special side, 95 special defense, 125 special attack. That's pretty good. And with 40 speed, you might think that's bad, but Beheeyem gets the ability Analytic, which boosts the power of moves if you go after your opponent. However, another Unovan Psychic type called Reuniclus is just better in every regard than Beheeyem, and that's kind of disappointing, so let's give it a new form to change to that. Okay, cut it out. Stop that. My Mega Beheeyem design leans into the idea of motherships in Pokemon. It gains the electric typing, but keeps its psychic typing as well. By absolutely shafting its attack, boosting its defenses, and only slightly boosting its speed, whilst giving it 200 special attack, this thing is a monster in every regard. By giving it Psychic Surge, I'm allowing it to use Expanding Force as soon as it hits the field, and with 200 special attack, you're essentially a nuke. This is probably just a less min-maxed Mega Zygarde. And that's all I really have for you guys today. I hope I've given these Pokemon something good, something better than what they already have. Maybe this will make some of them better. I think Mega Beheeyem's just an absolute monster. But we'll see if we get anything like this. We probably won't in any sort of buffs for the new Pokemon.